Hey, do you know what time it is? It is your Windsor Essex County weekly real estate market recap. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the real estate stats so far for the month of December in Windsor Essex County. Make sure you stick around to the end to find out what to expect if you're thinking of buying or selling a home or condo in Windsor Essex County. And oh, by the way, if you're considering moving to or within Windsor Essex County, whether it's buying, selling, or relocating, please feel free to reach out to us. Every month, we have helped many families just like you make the right informed decision. Below, you'll find our contact information. I'm so excited to help you and your family make your move to or within Windsor Essex County as smooth as possible and stress-free. And we do help all types of families, first-time home buyers, people that are downsizing, upsizing, retirees, relocating, moving to the area. So we are very flexible and accommodating with the family that we serve. So keep that in mind. Here are the numbers. We had 445 homes were listed on MLS for sale. 259 homes were sold in the same time frame. And the average sale price is just over $530,000. The median sale price is $477,500. But 300 homes became expired listings. 278 homes became canceled listings. And the average time to sell a home is 35 days. If you're finding value in this video, give us a like. It really means a lot to us. And if it's your first time visiting our channel, hit that subscribe button to stay on top of all the latest real estate market data and local happening in Windsor Essex County. Condo data are as follows. We had 53 condos were listed on MLS for sale as compared to 21 condos were sold in the same time frame. The average sale price is just over $402,000 and the median sale price is $360,000. At 54 condos became expired and 31 condos became canceled. Average time to sell a condo is 45 days. Our market right now is pretty slow because of the time of the year, and the homes that are for sale is sitting on the market because a lot of families, like I stated earlier last week and pretty much for the month of December and January so far, everybody's still in vacation mode, holiday mode. So I expect the second half of January we will see more of an uptick of more homes coming onto the MLS. People are back into their working routine and they're getting their homes put on the market, and then we're gonna see more homes, pretty much more sale for that aspect. And right now we're still having sales happening during the holiday, and but it's not as busy because of the timing of the year. I feel coming up in February, March, April, May, we're gonna see an uptick of homes on the market. We're gonna see more activity, buyers activity, and I believe 2026 is gonna be a more of a busier year as compared to last year. And here's my take why. The consumer, you as a buyer and a seller, feel more confident now that the rates have stabilized, and the 2025 was a year of a lot of changes, a lot of uncertainty. Now I think the consumer and the public and you have become accustomed to that, and you've come to the point where you realize, you know what, we're not gonna let the tariff, we're not gonna let certain things dictate how we live our life. We're in control of our life. We'll take the chance, but it'll be an educated and calculated chance to move forward and live our life. We can't live in uncertainty. We can't live in fear. Now, obviously, you have to know your situation better than anyone. And as a buyer, I feel personally we're gonna still have competition for the homes that are located in a good place, a good neighborhood, that are priced well, that shows well, that's turnkey move ready and priced aggressively. And for the homeowner who are realistic with price terms and expectations and patience, you will see your home sell as long as those criteria are met. And I don't foresee any craziness in the market. It's going to be steady, it's going to be stable. But yes, they probably most likely will still be bidding wars for the homes, like I stated, are very desirable. And they're going to be families that are going to be competing for your home. But once again, it comes down to price, location, motivation to sell, how good your home is ready for showtime. Is it clean? Is it turnkey move ready? Put your home and your best foot forward, because you're going to have other homes you're competing with in your neighborhood, and you don't want to be chasing the market, meaning that if there are 5 or 6 homes listed in your neighborhood and they're priced like around the same price range and they're on the market for a while, you want to come in and price your home aggressively, so you're not going to be one of the 6 homes that were sitting on the market. You want to price it well, but at the same time, you got to do your math, make sure the numbers make sense, make sure your situation makes sense for you and your family. If it does not, I would say if you don't have to move, don't move. If you have to take some money or equity out of your home to make it nicer, by all means do that. It might be cheaper. You don't have to uproot your family. You don't have to, change schools. You don't have to drive further or whatever your situation is. So think about that. Your lifestyle will change. But then there are some of you who must move and have to move because of lifestyle, because of personal situations. Then if such is the case, make sure you hire a good, local, knowledgeable realtor who have a proven track record, who's gonna showcase your home like it's their home, who's gonna spend money in their home, and who's gonna give you honest, candid advice and show you data to support what they're telling you. And if you work together as a team, make sure you do your research online, get some reviews, ask friends and family to see an agent they've worked with in the past. At least talk to about 3 agents to get a feel, and the one you connect with that will show you and be honest with you and no fluff. Don't tell you what you want to hear, tell you the facts, and they have a good track record. That's the agent I personally will work with. It's not about telling you what you want to hear. It's about showing you what's real, what's happening in the market, what's showing the current data. And at the same time, they're not cheap in terms of spending money behind your asset, your biggest, largest financial, emotional asset, which is most likely your home, by marketing it, by telling you this is what we're going to do and show you what they're going to do and what they've done in the past, have case study. And if they can't show you that, then that's not an agent you want to work with. That's just my honest opinion. There's a lot of agents that they look good, but they haven't had much sale in 2025. So you want to ask them, hey, how many family did you help in the last 5 years or 2025? And if they can't give you an answer and they can't show you, then that's not an agent that I would highly recommend you work with. That's just my honest opinion. I'm biased because I'm very passionate about what I do. I love what I do, and it's all about you, my families that I help. It's not about the money. If I do an amazing job, which I feel I do, money is just a byproduct of the service you give and the passion you put in. When you give your heart and soul in helping the families, you don't think about the money part. You think about how you can help them, how you can make their life easier, stress-free, and be honest and genuine. That's just my 2 cents. And as always, I do hope you find value in our video. Leave us a comment and let me know what you think of our local real estate market. And don't forget to watch my next video coming up right there. And if you'd like for us to help you anyway, please contact us or leave a comment on this video. Take care, stay safe, have a great day, have a great weekend, have a great month, and have a great 2026. See you soon. Bye now.